The majority of individuals mistakenly believe that earning more money leads to financial freedom. When your income continues to flow in, you will truly be financially free. Whether you go on vacation, sleep in late, get up early, or vanish for 3 weeks, when your company operates without you, you will truly be wealthy. Here's the unsettling reality, though. The majority of business owners are not entrepreneurs. They have a job, a demanding, erratic, 24/7 employment that is masquerading as a business. They don't manage their company. They are run by their business. The money ceases if they quit working. The income ceases if they become ill. The income ceases if they travel. The business fails if they burn out. The question is as follows. Do you truly own your business, or does it own you if it only functions while you are working? I'm going to teach you today how to create a business that generates revenue, operates, and expands without requiring constant attention. This isn't hype or fiction, a genuine system that actual business owners utilize all around the world. I'll also tell you the precise recipe that thousands of business owners use to overcome stress, burnout, and the hustle forever attitude if you stick with me through to the very end. Thus, inhale deeply, relax, and visualize this. You don't wake up because a catastrophe is waiting for you, because clients are calling your name, or because an alarm yanked you out of bed. You get up at your own pace. You look at your phone. Overnight, sales poured in. Operations went on. Marketing was successful. Clients were attended to. Fulfillment took place. The money came in. Additionally, you didn't need to touch anything. It's not luck. It's not magic. This is design. This corporate architecture is deliberate. Let's get started. Let's start by discussing the common mistakes people make. This is what the biggest con artists consistently say. Simply put forth more effort. Grind. Work hard all the time. When you're dead, go to sleep. And you know what? Some individuals listen. They work very hard. They function similarly to machines. They forego relationships, sleep, health, and calm in exchange for a little financial gain, but they become mired in their own business. More work does not equate to freedom. Freeing yourself from needless labor is the first step toward achieving independence. Individuals who don't hustle don't fail. They establish the incorrect kind of business, which is why they fail. Therefore, changing your perspective is the first step. Give up thinking like an employee. Adopt an architect's mindset. How do I work harder? Question employees. Workers focus on effort, while architects wonder, how do I build something that works without me? The objective of architects is structure. Workers do their jobs. Architects create. Every successful business person knows this. Effort cannot be scaled. Only people, procedures, systems, and leverage can be scaled. Let's build it then. Create a business that can function without you in phase 1. Prior to discussing systems and team automation, the foundation needs to be fixed. Would my company survive if I vanished for 6 months? Don't worry if the response is no. That just means you have work to do. The majority of firms rely on a single individual for marketing, sales, operations, customer support, fulfillment, decision-making, and problem-solving, which leads to fragility. Anti-fragility is what we want, a business that grows without continual human oversight. So let's intentionally create each component. Real businesses have a predictable strategy for attracting new clients, converting existing ones, value delivery, finance handling, and operations follow-through. Freedom is synonymous with predictability. If you're thinking, but I'm just a small business while viewing this, I'm just getting started. I have no money for a team. Pay close attention. When you're large, you don't develop automation. It is something you build before you grow. If not, you are destroyed by growth. Now let's go deeper. Phase 2, replacement of systems. Work hard. Think about McDonald's. It can open thousands of locations in different towns and nations with different staff and identical outcomes. Why? Systems. Systems are repetitive instructions that, even when you're not present, provide consistent results. You don't have a system if every decision in your company requires your intellect. You're in disarray. So put everything in writing. every action, procedure, and repetitive action. Transform internal information into external instructions. That's how you become a machine. Record the customer service, product delivery, complaint resolution, marketing campaign start, finance tracking, performance evaluation. Because you can be replaced by others when there are processes in place, and you are at last free when others can replace you, this is a retention trigger. I'll show you the one system in a moment that genuinely turns faltering businesses into self-sufficient machines, so don't blink. But let's start with phase 3. Build a team that is independent of you. A business that operates without you requires people who can function without continuously asking you what to do next. Here, the majority of entrepreneurs fail because they seek out inexpensive labor rather than bright minds. They employ people, but you need intelligence, leadership, and accountability. One great worker is better than 10 idle ones. 5 people who merely wait for instructions are inferior to 1 thinker. But the majority of entrepreneurs don't understand this. Workers don't fail because they're flawed. The founder never gave them power, structure, expectations, or clarity, which is why they fail. A strong team knows 3 things: what they need to do, how to achieve it, and what constitutes success. Give folks more than just tasks. Give them ownership. Give them a purpose rather than just work. Indeed, mistakes will be made when assembling a team. People will let you down. A few will leave. Some won't care. But that is a part of it. You go from a lone hustler to the head of a self-sufficient machine. Now let's talk about a deeper topic, the 4th phase, automation. Let technology do its work while you sleep. Technology never gets tired. It doesn't argue. It doesn't call in sick. It doesn't complain. Automation transforms labor into power. Automate marketing sequences, emails, follow-ups, scheduling, payments, and customer onboarding. This is where the money starts to come in even when you're offline. This is the part that no one teaches. Automation isn't just tools. Automation is a way of thinking. It means asking, how can this happen without me touching it? Systematize every task you do. Automate every systemization you perform. You get more freedom each time you automate. Your role soon shifts from labor to oversight, and that's the goal. Phase 5. You can freely replace yourself. It takes time for you to disappear. You leave in phases. After removing yourself from low-level duties, move on to middle-level operations, and eventually hand off leadership to a capable management structure. This is the beautiful time. When you wake up one day, your business is operating without stress, worry, or your constant presence. You can do nothing, travel, think, create, launch a new business, or spend time with your loved ones. At last, you own your business, rather than the business owning you. But pay close attention before this is over. Freedom should not be pursued for the sake of being lazy. You want to experience life to the fullest, so pursue freedom so you can breathe and think, in order for you to live a life free of chains. Before they die, most people die. They stop dreaming. They stop living. They lose themselves in work they hate. Not you, though. You're learning the architecture of independence. You're learning how to switch from a state of survival to a state of creation. And you're serious if you're still watching at this point. You are not like the average person who gives up when things get uncomfortable. This is your challenge. Give up operating a business out of fear. Build one with intention. Create teams. Automate processes, build systems, and create freedom. Because life ceases to be about survival and starts to be about you once you create a business that can operate without you. Don't keep it to yourself if this gave you inspiration. If this is the life you want, feel free to comment, like, and share the video. I want to teach you so much more, so please subscribe. The strategies, the tools, and the systematic implementation, so you live this life rather than just dream about it. Your journey to a business that operates without you begins now.